I am super excited to tell you about a grant program that can give you up to $17,500, and it does not have to be paid back. Now, give me a thumbs up if you like that. So maybe you want to buy a house of your own, or you're having some trouble getting money together for a down payment or closing costs. And I hear you, because I've been there too. But I've got some great news for you. The Bank of America has pledged $15 billion through 2025 through the America's Community Homeownership Commitment Grant. So what does that mean to you? Well, if you watch this video entirely all the way through to the end, you're going to learn the step-by-step process on how you can be successful with this grant program. So my name is Jerry Pincus, and I love sharing real estate knowledge with you. Here on this YouTube channel, it's packed with over 1,000 helpful videos to help you avoid the pitfalls that are costly. So let's dive in. Now, Bank of America has pledged to help over 60,000 individuals and families to buy homes. They're focused mainly on low to moderate income communities in 260 cities and counties throughout the United States. But this current housing market has made it hard for people and their first-time home buyers, right? But this is a step in the right direction, because it may be able to help a lot of low to moderate income buyers who wish to purchase a low or moderately priced affordable housing. But even though 88% of those who get this grant for the first time are first-time home buyers, but you don't necessarily have to be a first-time home buyer to qualify, which is the good news. The most exciting part about this program is it does not have to be paid back. You heard me right. You do not have to pay this grant back, but you must physically live in the home for at least 1 year. Now, you won't be locked into living in that home forever, because you'll be using the standard FHA owner-occupied rules, which means that you can't use this program to go buy an income-producing rental property, right? Now, depending on whichever works best for you, you can choose to use FHA or conventional to finance this. But my real estate team, they love helping people, and we've helped a lot of first-time home buyers here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But the interesting thing about this grant program is the credit score required is 640 or better. Now, that's great news. Why? Because many who could use this assistance may not have the best credit scores, especially in 2022. So, why is this super helpful? I'll tell you why. Homeownership has many benefits, guys, and including the ability to accumulate wealth and to build equity and to reduce your housing costs. And I really, really want this for you. The best part about this program is that it can help you with both the down payment and the closing costs. Now, most other programs only work on one or the other. So this is a super nice feature. There's actually 2 parts to this grant, and it makes up a total of $17,500. So let's start with just the down payment. This side can pay you up to $10,000 or 3% of the purchase price, whichever is less. So let's say you buy a house that's $300,000. The grant can give you $9,000, which is 3% towards the home purchase. But if you're looking at homes that are $330,000 purchase price, that takes you to the maximum of $10,000 grant. Does that make sense? Okay, the second part is for the closing cost assistance. Now, you can get up to $7,500 towards your closing costs, and you can use this closing cost fees to even buy down your rate, which means you could lower your rate of interest on your mortgage, which is your monthly payment. Okay, so the average grant recipient gets about $9,300 because you may not need that entire $17,500 towards the home purchase. So normally, in this housing market, it takes about 45 days to close, but in some states it does take longer. So in order to plan appropriately, I would say think about a 60 to 90 day timeline to actually close. But many who have bought a home have told me that they have more balance, they have more happiness in their life when they stopped renting from someone and they actually became a homeowner. So does that make sense? Okay, so now I want you to know what to expect if you decide to move forward with this Bank of America home buying grant, all right? The grant and the bank will want to do a loan pre-qualification, which is a light version of going through all of your finances to see if you actually qualify. Now, you may have a contract to buy a house, but you don't get the full approval till later in the process. There's still many moving parts, like appraisal and underwriting, that still will need to happen. So at this step, you may be very excited to buy, but you need to make it all the way through to qualify fully for this grant. Now, not everyone will qualify for the money. So if you talk to the loan officer at Bank of America, see if they will do a full approval. This is different than the pre-qualification I just spoke about. So ask to see if they will do a full pre-approval up front. I want you to be successful with buying and actually closing on your home. This is the reason why. But before we go any further, are you finding any of this information helpful? Give me a thumbs up if you will. Okay. So now there's a ton of moving parts, as I said, and there's many pitfalls that are costly when you're buying a house. So what is the most important thing that you need to be doing right now? And I mean right now, if you're actually going to buy a home in 2022. You need to get a plan from a professional, and you need to pick up the phone and actually talk to a professional. The truth is, the sooner that you can actually prepare financially and mentally to buy a house, the better off you're going to be. And I'm going to tell you one thing that you may want to keep in mind. Whether your credit score is a 520 or a 720, there's a lot of room that you can boost your credit score, and higher credit scores will get you a better interest rate. So with mortgage rates kicking up a little bit, it's a great way to combat that by snagging the best rate that's available. Now, knowing the sequence on what you should follow in order to boost your credit score before you start viewing properties can really give you the best interest rates possible. So I want to talk to you about other costs that you're going to have to plan that are going to happen. So you still want to save some money, but there's always a good idea to save some extra money and tuck it away. So even if you're living frugally and you want to buy a house in 2022, put a little aside, put a little bit aside each paycheck or into a savings account. So when the time comes ready, you're going to be ready. And it's not just about down payment, guys. You're going to need enough to cover savings for furniture, blinds, moving truck costs, or even reserves in case your car breaks down. So you need to plan for these things. Success does not come by just crossing your fingers and walking through the day just hoping and wishing. So you need to be prepared. So by booking an appointment and getting a plan from a professional is the number one thing that you should be doing right now. So you may want to look at all of your options. And I'm not saying that there aren't many, because there are. You want to see what the best plan is for you. So there are other options with other lenders that may offer different plans for down payment assistance. And maybe you have a little bit of savings and you've put it in a nest egg, and you're going to look at all the other options that could actually be a better fit for you. Now also, if you're choosing Bank of America, before you get started, you're going to want to verify what area you're looking in to make sure that it qualifies, and I've got the link below in the description that's going to help you with that. But I want to make sure that you are in the right area and you're looking in the right sections, because look, if you like a guy who's real and gives you truthful, helpful real estate information, would you at least consider subscribing? Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, I want you to avoid the pitfalls that are costly. If you thought about buying or selling a home, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. If you're looking here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, or beyond, I've got a network of real estate agents that I can hook you up with so that you can think about buying or selling a house anywhere in the United States. Just give us a call. Now, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're subscribed already, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.